Cigar smoke lingers, but Tennessee football does not. 37-20, Tennessee loses by 3 scores here in Bryant-Denny Stadium. My name is Trevor McGee, joined alongside Sarkis, and I've constantly said it, but there was never a point in this game that I felt Tennessee was competitive.
And you know what, Trevor, I think that's something interesting because you look at the numbers at the end of this game. Tennessee outgains Alabama. And I think if you say that to Tennessee coming into this game, you would think they have a chance because, Tennessee's defense hasn't been looking good coming into this game. Not saying they look good tonight, but, Tennessee shot themselves in the foot almost every drive tonight. Whether it was defensive penalties, turnovers, a back-breaking pick 6 before the half, it just seemed like nothing was going to go the ball's way tonight.
You come in here and tell me Ty Simpson's going to throw 19 completions in a 17-point win, I might call you crazy. I simply do not understand how Tennessee didn't wake up for this game. Everybody knows the third Saturday in October. You mark that on your calendar. And Tennessee came into this one and left this one without the competitive makeup that Josh Heupel brags on all the time. It just did not feel like they knew they were playing football today.
And you know what? I think the first Alabama drive of this game is really something to look at because Tennessee defense goes out there. They get the 3 and out. You think that's going to be a big point in this game. And then Jackson Ross pins Alabama inside their own 10. And then Alabama ensues. Boom, they get their first third and long. They connect over the middle of the field, wide open tight end. That's something that Tennessee's not been good with. He goes for the first down, and then boom, the drive's on. Alabama goes down, punches it in for the touchdown, and there was just no resistance. It felt too easy for Alabama tonight offensively, and just, was not the night for Tennessee.
2 90-plus yard scoring drives. 91 on the one Alex was just referencing. 99 from this end zone to the other end zone. If you allow a 99-yard touchdown in a game, you don't deserve, or a 99-yard touchdown drive in a game, you don't deserve to win the football game. Tennessee never once deserved to win tonight, and that's obvious by the result that came out there.
And I think you got to look, another pivot point in this one is Alabama turns the ball over. That's something that they haven't done this year. Ty Simpson fumbles, now albeit his own guy, Caden Proctor, knocked it free. But Tennessee gets the ball at midfield, and what do? They get 1 first down, and then boom, Sam Pendleton. Can't hear Joey Aguilar in the snap count, fires it by him. That's a loss of 7 yards. And Tennessee can never recover. They don't get points, and that's a thing that has killed Tennessee this year in these games. And what do you know? It happens on the road at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Yeah, and going back to that 99-yard scoring drive by Alabama, you gotta wonder about these missed tackles. Tennessee, I'll have to go back and watch the drive to count exactly. But they missed multiple tackles on that drive. There was at one point, Alabama ran a double pass. They had, Jeremy Bernard wrapped up at least 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He gets a first down when he had 10 yards to the markers, and he got more than that. How do you allow that? How do you possibly allow that over there?
I think it's really something that obviously they're going to have to go look at. And looking forward here to Kentucky. Kentucky played a really good game here against Texas at Kroger Field, so that's something you got to worry about. I mean, maybe a trap game, I don't know. It's, maybe it's looking too far ahead because we're still standing here in Tuscaloosa, but and you got to start thinking defense and those missed tackles. It just keeps happening, and everybody wants it to be fixed, but it just hasn't been fixed yet.
The physicality simply was not there tonight. I mentioned it during the game. The opening play, Bryson Eason gets into the backfield. He mauls his guy, gets into the backfield, knocks the running back down. That is the only win I really saw from Tennessee's defense tonight. There was one play that just really sticks out in my mind, and it was Edwin Spillman on a blitz. The running back picks him up in pass protection, plants his anchor, and drives Edwin Spillman back. It's a blitz play. You have all the momentum running at the running back, and you manage to get pushed forward by the running back in pass protection. That's just a lack of physicality.
And Alabama won in the trenches tonight in both ways. Defense gets 4 sacks for the Crimson Tide, and they get to Joey Aguilar tonight. And man, the best pass rush in the nation in Tennessee doesn't have a sack tonight. So I think that's another thing. One of our keys was get Ty Simpson moving, get him under pressure, and couldn't get it to happen tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Ty Simpson was very good at navigating the pocket, yes. But Tennessee, you can't leave the SEC with 26 sacks and leave here without a single one. Yes, Ty Simpson is very good as navigating the pocket, but Tennessee just did not put the pressure on. They didn't do an all-out blitz like they did last week against Taylor Green. They didn't make Ty Simpson uncomfortable. His fumble, like you mentioned, Caden Proctor knocked it out. we've said multiple times that this defense is lacking. That's known. The run defense showed up today, and they still got beat in different fashions, and that's unacceptable at this point in the season.
I do think they found a way to lose a game that we haven't seen yet tonight. And, that's something that's obviously very concerning, but still got. This doesn't eliminate you from the college football playoff, but it makes things a lot harder because you got to play what we know is a good Vanderbilt team here at the end of the year, and of course you got to go to the Swamp. So, man, it's going to be a tough stretch here for Tennessee going down to it.
Yeah, 5-2 does not look all that bad, but when you look at the way that Tennessee has gotten to a 5-2 record, you've got to have some concerns because you still have to go to Kroger Field next week. Sure, atmosphere may not be an issue, but Tennessee still doesn't quite know what a win on the road in a complete fashion looks like. You have an overtime win against Mississippi State. It took a lot to get there. You have a blowout loss to Alabama on the road. Now you head to a tough Kentucky team who, frankly, for their standards, probably has momentum because they went to overtime with a ranked Texas team on their home field. This will be back-to-back weeks on their home field. After that, you host Oklahoma, who's a really good football team. Then you still have the month of November where you go to the Swamp and you host a Vanderbilt team that defeated LSU today. So, as Debbie Downer as we can be, Tennessee's future can look very bleak. And we can say that easily as media members, but Tennessee has to make sure in the locker room that message gets home clearly, that you do not have time to mess around any further.
And I think you're definitely going to know when they hit Kroger Field next week, how's this team going to respond? I mean, it's another chance for this team to respond. I mean, obviously, the loss to Georgia was a different kind of loss than this one. So we'll see how this team really responds after getting their brakes thrown off.
And so with that, the next time we will see you is in Lexington, Kentucky from Kroger Field.